True. And look, I love how the good old orange julep that's probably about 80-85 years at this point is reflecting partly in your paint job. Well, it's a pleasure. I've had the pleasure of talking with the owner here for a while. He's the original owner. And it's an 83, which means it is the first year for this, what's known as the second generation. And the one before that, no offense to Andrew if you see this because you have an 81, but they were good looking cars, but these were like, I think in my opinion, perfect. The one after this, 90, what is it, 88 or 89 to 92?
It was 84, 85, they look identical.
Yeah, and then 86, and then was it 87 or 88, they changed it.
Yeah, they changed it.
And then you had your four-wheel steering one.
Yeah, the four-wheel steering one was a real crapper.
Really? Those backup lights aren't working. It was just such a nice, crisp look about these cars. Now, my friend, he told me he had the car totally restored, and it's amazing because when he rolled in, and then I came over to look at it, and I talked to him, I said, man, look at this interior. It looks so stock. You would think that's the original interior because this is a very 80s shaded blue. Yeah. I know that for sure because my aunt, she had a 85 200SX. It was like the same blue, it was white on the outside. Oh, wow. And when he told me this is all redone, I'm like, I can't believe it. Paint is amazing. He says paint's 15 years old. The wheels, even the wheels look old school, you know? And as much as I love that old Oldsmobile Regency here, even these cars, in my opinion, are more common than these Preludes because
when I drove in before, I mean, like the whole pile of people staring at the car. I'm like, uh-oh, I'm in trouble now.
Well, because people know, they know when they, look, that's another one that's common. That's a very common sports car, the 944. Yeah. They're common cars. Yeah. And oddly enough, do I know the guy who has that Jeep by any chance?
Oh wow.
Oh wow. Yeah, I know that guy. I think it's a 73, CJ something. But he even had my new friend here. He even had the opportunity to choose which type of spoiler he wanted to put on the rear trunk lid. So this guy doesn't just settle for anything. It's very. You can see this is a very meticulous owner. And even more amazing is that when he told me he drives this car every day, that I find hard to believe because the car is immaculate. And there are cars you see that are immaculate. Excuse me, guys, and they don't look. There are cars that are immaculate, and they even look like they're trailer queens. Like that. They're never driven every day. The tires are fantastic. It's you know what, man? This is the nicest Prelude of its generation I've ever seen. I am not kidding you. Sunroof. He's got the sunroof visor.
Visor top, yeah.
Obviously, I'm sure everything must work. And like I was saying to my new friend here, so this is an 83. They made this body until 87 or 88, and then they changed it just slightly. Like they changed the tail lights, they made the front a little smoother. Essentially, it was the same body though. Excuse me, mister. Excuse me, sorry, I just want to finalize something here. See, this is exactly why I love to do this stuff. It's all about capturing these little moments, and in quality. I almost said film, but in quality, and for other people to enjoy them, because there are a lot of guys like you who've hung on to these cars, or they found them, or they're restoring them, or they had one, and it goes to, and it's the same thing with all these cars.
Oh yeah.
That's one of my favorites. That 61 there.
That's a beautiful.
That's what I love, man. I love boats, man.
That is a beautiful boat.